Attention! Don't fry chicken in oil anymore. Secret to frying in water. In a pot with hot water, let's put 1 kilo of chicken leg. Add 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of paprika. Let's mix with a spatula and combine all the seasonings really well. Then cover and let cook for 15 minutes. I'm sure this recipe will become part of your routine. Let's add 3 cloves of minced garlic. Tell me if you've ever made chicken like this. I'll add 5 tablespoons of soy sauce and stir again. And before I forget, tell me from which city you're watching us so I can send you a special shout out. Today's shout out goes to Emily Johnson from Denver. I'm happy that you're enjoying our recipes. I'll cover it and let it cook for another 15 minutes. Using just a few ingredients that anyone has at home, we can make a meal much tastier than those sold in traditional restaurants. I'm sure you'll like it. Let's add 1 tablespoon of mustard, 1 tablespoon of ketchup. I learned this recipe from the owner of a 5-star restaurant, and after I discovered this amazing trick, I could never eat chicken any other way again. You'll never need to use oil at home again. This super simple way of frying chicken is much healthier, easier, and makes less mess. Look how beautiful it's turning out. To give it a special touch, I'll sprinkle some parsley on top. The amount is up to you. Put as much as you want. Remember that this step is totally optional. I really wish I had learned this incredible secret before. That's why I'm here now showing you this step by step. If you don't believe what I'm telling you, make it at home and then come back here to tell me what you thought. I'll love to know. The smell is amazing. The taste is even better. It became one of my favorites since the first time I tried it. It's already the biggest hit at my family gatherings, and I'm sure it will be a sensation in your home too. A great option for those days when you don't have much time to cook. The best part is that I'm sure you already have all the ingredients at home. You can serve it as a side dish with a bit of rice, or even as a main course. Teach it to that friend of yours who loves chicken. I'm sure they'll be really happy and might even send you a message to thank you. In less than 40 minutes, you have a complete meal for lunch or dinner. Feel free to customize this recipe however you like. I'll love to see your combinations.
.50 grams of pasta. It's already cooked in this case. You're gonna fall in love with this way of making it. Once it's all chopped, I'll add 4 eggs into this bowl, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper. Now I'll mix everything really well so it's all nicely combined. This is the kind of dish that turns a simple meal into something unforgettable. Even if you're not super confident in the kitchen, you'll pull this off no problem. I broke it all down step by step so you don't get lost along the way. Now, I'm tossing the chopped pasta into the bowl. And hey, if you make this at home, send me a pic. I'd love to see how it turns out. I'm adding 150 grams of diced mozzarella cheese. Stir it up gently with a spoon. Let me know what city you're watching from so I can send you a special shout out. Today's shout out goes to Jason Miller from Austin, Texas. So glad you're enjoying the recipes. Now I'm pouring in the egg mix. Give it one more gentle mix. It's so good, it'll disappear in no time at your house. In a pan, I'm adding 150 grams of diced bacon. Keep stirring while it cooks. We want it golden and crispy. I love cooking with bacon. It adds so much flavor. Look at that! This is the perfect point to stop. Now I'm layering the pasta mix right on top. Spread it out nice and even with a spoon. This recipe has a few mixing steps, but take your time. It'll all come together perfectly. Put a lid on it and let it cook for 5 minutes. After that, I'm using a plate to flip it. But we're not done yet. This is that recipe for when you need something quick and crazy delicious. Look how gorgeous it's turning out. And yes, I'll show you the final result. Now I'm adding a bit more cubed mozzarella cheese. sprinkle on some parsley to make it even better. Cover and let it cook for 5 more minutes. Done. Time to plate it. Isn't it beautiful? This is perfect to wow your family or friends. Just slice it up and serve. The smell? Out of this world. Even your neighbors will want to know what's cooking. It's a great choice if you're trying to eat better without giving up on flavor. And check out that texture. I just know it tastes amazing too. If you like special, one-of-a-kind recipes like this one, keep following. I've got tons more secrets to share. This one's perfect for gathering the people you love. I promise it's going to be a meal to remember. Everyone's going to be impressed when they see what you can do in the kitchen, and I'm right here cheering you on. With just a few ingredients and a little time, you've got something absolutely delicious. You don't need hours in the kitchen to whip up something this good.
Rice with eggs is better than pizza. I cook it almost every day. In a pan, I'll add oil, 1 cup of rice, and sauté. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching us from so I can send you a big hug. Today's hug goes to Patricia Miller from Denver. I'm really happy you're enjoying our recipes. Now I'll add 2 cups of water. You're going to love this recipe. 1 teaspoon of salt. Cover and let it cook for 15 minutes. In a bowl, I'll add 4 eggs, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and whisk until smooth. After that, I'll add chopped parsley to taste, 1 chopped tomato, 1 cup of yogurt, and mix everything very well. The cooking time for our rice is done. Now I'll pour the whole mixture into the pan and mix it with the rice. I'll cover the pan and let it cook for about 10 minutes. After that, we'll flip it using a plate and return it to the pan. Make this recipe at home and then come back to tell me what you thought. I'm sure you and your whole family will love it. To give our recipe that special touch, I'll add shredded mozzarella on top. After I made rice this way, I never wanted to cook it any other way again. My whole family loved the result because it's simply delicious. And to make it even better, I'll sprinkle parsley to taste on top. Cover again and let it cook until the cheese melts completely. Tell me how you make rice at home. I'd love to know your recipe.
I don't know how I didn't discover this fried egg recipe sooner. To start, I'll place 7 beaten eggs in a pan with plenty of hot oil. I'm sure you've never tasted a dish as delicious as this one before. It's practical, easy to make, and most importantly, incredibly flavorful. You simply can't resist this delight I'm making. Once one side is fried, I'll flip it so both sides cook evenly. This way, our recipe turns out fantastic. When both sides are fried, I'll remove them from the oil and place them on a plate lined with paper towels to absorb any excess oil from our ingredient. Next, I'll transfer everything to a large bowl. Then, I'll add 1 cup of breadcrumbs. While mixing with our breadcrumbs, I'll cut the eggs into pieces to make sure everything blends well. And before I forget, Tell me which city you're watching from so I can send you a special shout-out. Today's shout-out goes to Bruno Mendez from Texas. I'm so glad you're enjoying our recipes. I've never used breadcrumbs the same way again after learning this dish. Now I'll add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 diced onion, 100 grams of fried bacon, and finally, parsley to taste. I'll mix all our ingredients until they're completely combined. These tips are exclusive. Keep following me and you'll never struggle with dinner ideas again. I'm here to help you with the best preparation methods to impress your loved ones with a delicious meal. If you like this preparation, you'll love my next tips. I still have many more special recipe secrets to share with you gradually. Stay tuned so you don't miss anything. These fried eggs are the perfect example of how simple can also be sophisticated. A dish that pleases both in taste and presentation. It's bound to become a staple in your home. Then I'll place some of our mixture on a plate. With every bite, you'll taste the perfect balance between the crunch of the breadcrumbs and the lightness of the egg. It's a combination that works for any occasion. If you've never tried fried eggs with breadcrumbs, you're missing out. It's a simple but incredibly tasty recipe, making it the perfect side dish for your meals. A great option is adding some grated mozzarella cheese when mixing. It's optional, but elevates the dish into something extraordinary. I absolutely love this recipe, and I'm sure you and your whole family will too. I make it every weekend, and whenever I do, nothing's left over because the result is so amazing. The aroma of this meal is so irresistible that it makes everyone's mouth water before it's even ready.
How did I not learn this sooner? A genius chicken trick everyone should know. We're going to start by folding 3 sheets of aluminum foil, just like this. Do you have a special trick for cooking chicken? Let me know. I'd love to hear it. Now place the foil sheets on a baking tray. I'm adding 2 onions, sliced into strips, and spreading a bit into each foil packet. And before I forget, let me know what city you're watching from, so I can send you a big shout out. Today's shout out goes to Lashid Siwale from Zambia. I'm so happy you're enjoying our recipes. Then I'm adding 3 tomatoes, sliced into rounds, and setting that aside. Now take 3 chicken breasts and make a few shallow cuts across the top. In a bowl, I'm mixing together a 1/4 cup of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of rosemary, 1 teaspoon of salt, ½ teaspoon of black pepper, and 3 cloves of minced garlic. Stir it all together until well combined. I hope you're loving this recipe so far. Let me know how you cook chicken at home. I'm always excited to hear new ideas. Then dip each one into the sauce until fully coated. Place the chicken on top of the veggies inside the foil packets. Now we're going to bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 40 minutes. Keep in mind, cooking time may vary depending on your oven. Once that time's up, take it out of the oven and top each piece with 150 grams of mozzarella cheese. Pop it back in the oven just until the cheese is melted and gooey. I just took ours out of the oven. It's such a shame you can't smell this through the screen. It's unbelievable. The chicken is juicy, flavorful, and so tender. This recipe is truly incredible,